better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a team from the American, the Memphis Tigers, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. They're going to try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. The Rebels offense will go on the attack first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, and David, we've played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
So now it's second and long. End off from the shotgun. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. The Rebels in the hurry up. To throw, it's Simmons. Here comes the heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, he had nowhere to go with the ball, guys, and the defense is in nickel. Great job by the DBs in coverage. No receivers open.
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
You're feeling really good about that, right? Brand new season, first drive of the year. The juices are flowing. You march the ball down the field. You don't get a touchdown, but at least you come away with 3 points. Very positive start to the year.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Memphis Tigers offense will get the ball for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Lewis wants to pass. Snags it over the middle. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Snagged in the middle. It's cross. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Touch pass on the run. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They have had the ball for a week and a half. Play number 10 coming up. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Picked off to stop the threat. Looking for more room.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a third down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
Out of the gun, they give to the back. Turning it on. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line. The most mind-boggling stat from last season is that Ole Miss trailed for a grand total of 2 minutes all year long and somehow lost 3 games and missed the playoff.
Yeah, it was incredible, but it was a great year. You saw the line of scrimmages for Ole Miss really take over. Offensive and defensive lines, that was the strength of their team. It allowed them to thrive, to win more games, to be more dominant. Palmer reloading a lot of guys in those new spots.
Including a quarterback. No more Jackson Dart. Obviously, he was a huge part of their success. The last several years, really, you always expect Lane Kiffin to find a good one. This year, that position's got to play well.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off play action. Got it in the middle. It's high. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they
just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They'll line up for the field goal try as we start the second quarter. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. Nestled just inside that right upright. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
on the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They are searching for any type of answer they can find, down 6-0. The give to the lone running back. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Now on 2nd down. Lewis to throw. He's got the back in the middle. Bounced off his feet.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into. You want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He did not hesitate, going for it on 4th and short from the 49. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about.
No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Just keep slinging it. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Memphis will be forced to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They put points on the board on a couple of drives, but now they like to stick one in the end zone. Wants to throw. It's Simmons. And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run play action. With the catch, it's Diggs. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Blasted as he lets it go.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Punt is on its way. Takes it on the return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll start this drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Lewis wants to pass. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And as we get deep in this first half, a first and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Trying to bull his way in. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Memphis.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Kobe Dean. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Motion from the wide receiver. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
Breaks into the open. You'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Catch in the middle, it's Wallace. Snowed under by the defense. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play, clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught, close to the marker, it's Wallace. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Caught over the middle, it's Wallace. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Haas. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Rebels want to move quickly. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake. Under fire. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting points on the board before the break. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Right down the boulevard. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better second half?
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. The give to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him when he tackled that receiver on the screen.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Lewis to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Johnson. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding this receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's Hawkins. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And a quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on third down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Taylor. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Rebels will hustle to the line. The corners are walked up tight. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Got it in the middle, it's Wallace. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. They want to get this defense on its heels. You know, you think back on the Jackson Dart era at Ole Miss, the best 3-year run in more than 50 years. Now Austin Simmons steps in, full of potential, Jesse, to lead the Rebels to further glory.
Quarterbacks have played so well under Lane Kiffin in recent years. You can even go ahead of Jackson Dart back to Matt Corral and what he was doing in that offense. So now the lefty takes over. This dude's got a lot of talent. He can make every single throw on the field. Lane Kiffin's playbook is completely at this guy's disposal, and because of that, you know there are going to be a lot of big plays for the Rebels.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Looking for a man. It's Simmons. They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Rebels line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Red pass, it's complete. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. There he goes. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Memphis can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. This defense is on its heels. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They take the lead with the 6.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. They stop him just a length or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. He'll do it himself. It's a fumble on the play. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. We've reached the break, and Memphis is holding on to the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. The Rebels will call on their punt team. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse,
turning it on! Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Got a man, it's Hawkins. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets the give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
and that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Catch in the middle, it's Thompson. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Dude, let's go. This game was basically over, right? We just forced a huge play. Great job by the defense, giving their offense a chance now. Man, it looked like it was over. Now we got a chance. Offense, get on the field, stick this thing in the end zone. We can win this ball game still.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Taylor has it. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting plenty of work. Fourth time we've seen this guy punt it today. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and
oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Might be changing the route. Lewis wants to pass. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And I thought it was a good job by the quarterback, really seeing the drag route start to come across the field, and he puts the ball pretty much on the money. And you got to make that play. You got to make those catches to get this offense in a rhythm, to stay ahead of schedule. Those are ones he doesn't drop very often.
Unloads to the wideout. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Got room on the return. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Rebels!
so much pressure on this defense just to get a stop on this drive. They were trailing, but after that turn of events and the interception, they've now got the lead.
Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so is the two-point conversion attempt. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row. Now they've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off a big upset.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Lewis to throw. Got his man in the middle. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And I don't like screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.
This quarterback looks in complete control, not flustered, end-of-the-game situation, connecting on his passes. Nice job knowing his answers. Got to keep this rolling here to try to make this thing interesting.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes a grab past the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Taking it the other way. He's at the... And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field. And oftentimes, he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Tennessee opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice.
Quickly to the tight end.
All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. Timeout called by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. And that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the 4th quarter. We've got enough.
Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, this defense is still playing so hard here late in the game in the 4th quarter. Offense taking a shot into the end zone. Defender in incredible position, and he's able to knock that one.
A shot toward the end zone. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Bitterly disappointing start to the season as they can't come up with a W and open 0-1.
There's still so much room to improve for this football team. I know this is not the performance they were expecting here today, but there were plays to be made on the field. And David, I think moving forward, this team just has to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and when you see it on tape, and your coach has been preaching all camp about the mistakes, but now it's real. Now you got a loss attached to it, but a lot of conference play still ahead, a lot of opportunities to still have a successful season.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.